Pagosa Wetlands Partners is working with the Town of Pagosa Springs to ensure that the downtown Riverwalk wetlands will remain protected long-term from encroaching residential and commercial development. Most of the wetlands along the Riverwalk are directly protected from development through a conservation easement that the town established. As investors develop the Riverwalk area, best practices need to be embraced to keep them healthy. This is because wetlands provide many benefits, including economically. Globally, wetlands are valued at $3.4 billion per year.
We met initially with town council about a year ago, shortly after we were formed. And our purpose was to really introduce ourselves to the town council and start to create a dialogue about the future of the wetlands. Our mission is to preserve, protect, and enhance those wetlands. And there's a variety of stakeholders that are involved in doing that. We represent local residents who are concerned about the future of those wetlands because we enjoy them so much. The town has legal authority and purview over developments that might go on in the wetlands or adjacent to them. Other stakeholders could include and do include local businesses and other environmental organizations. So our focus is to work cooperatively with everyone.
The wetlands in downtown Pagosa Springs are unique because of the geothermal water that bubbles up into the wetlands ponds and streams.
This is a particularly unique wetland. There are very few hot springs providing wetlands of that main source of water. It's a unique water chemistry, as well as being warm. And what that does is it allows our wetland to stay open to wildlife 12 months of the year. Somewhere north of 170 different species of animals will use wetlands at some point in their life. Maybe during breeding, it may be during migration, maybe all the time. Talking about it being an extremely important location for wildlife, and we're talking wildlife from microbes all the way up to giant cranes and great blue herons and everything in between, and not just birds. Birds are a particular fascination for a lot of us, but there's mammals, there's amphibians. It's a remarkable complex of life. The fancy word we use for that is biodiversity. It's a biodiversity hub.
It's really one of the three cornerstones, I think, that Pagosa has to offer visitors. We know about the deepest hot springs in the world and the reputation they have and the attraction that provides for tourism to the town. We also know about the geothermal partnership that speaks to the use of geothermal power. The same hot springs that power the resorts power the geothermal domes. And the third piece that people don't know as much about and hasn't been developed to the same degree is the warm water fed wetlands adjacent to the river. So this is a piece that is kind of an extension of those others, but also I would say a first among equals in terms of the opportunity that it has for attracting both commercial and tourist business to our town.
One of the ways to get involved with protecting the wetlands is to learn more about the planning and development arm of the town and being vocal during public comment periods.
Right now, another activity that the town is involved in is they are rewriting their land use development codes. These are all the rules and procedures in town for development, not just along the wetlands, but anywhere in the area. And we feel it's important, and so does the town, to make sure that in the rewrite, we provide sufficient protections and triggers to ensure that future development does not inadvertently damage or destroy the unique nature of the warm water fed wetlands downtown. So that's an ongoing process. And I would encourage any citizens to visit mypagosa.org, which is the town's website, and review the information on the LUDC.
Pagosa Wetlands Partners is a relatively new group and consists of citizens who are outdoor enthusiasts, scientists, and conservationists. The group provides visitors and locals the opportunity to learn more about the wetlands. This April, they begin training volunteers to become naturalists and to conduct tours for visitors and locals along the riverwalk.
Have a lot of folks coming in from out of town and really from as far away as other countries and spending time at the resort, soaking in the pools. But in addition to that, for them to be able to take a guided tour is just an add-on bonus. No expense to them. All they need to do is to come down at the appropriate time. We will have trained naturalist guides leading those tours.
If you would like to learn more about the Pagosa Wetlands Partners Group, reach out to Barry or Randy. Thank you for watching this edition of Pagosa Local News.